Well, all right. Well, Miss James here. How's the coffee guy? Good morning, good morning. I got birds running around in my backyard. But what I found fascinating this morning, instead of walking into my place where we have a circle of chairs, benches around the fireplace, that this tree, who has been growing in a pot that's about 3 feet tall, almost 3 feet tall, and I put a miniature tangelo tree in it, and I kept cutting it back, and because I don't want it to get too big, so, because root system won't support it. As you can see right here, there's a water line. That black thing you see is a water line. But this tree is like 4 years old. It's 4 years old. It's got like five tangelos on it, folks. These little boxes right here where they say you can get it to do a root or whatever. Hey, look, I put it on 10 trees I have in the backyard, and if you take a scan here, you can see I got trees every friggin' place back here. And in fact, that tree way over there, did you see? That one with all them little small. I forgot the name of that, but they're really, really good. They're really small, but they're really, really delicious. They're cousin to the oranges, I'm sure, because everything this citrus is. And there's my grapefruit tree. It's got a bunch of grapefruits on it too. And this is a uh, nectarine tree, miniature or dwarf. I think they call them dwarfs because they've worked and worked and worked. When it doesn't get any bigger than that, feed it 3 times a year and you're good to go. But this is what gets me: is I live in a place now, instead of living where the weather got cold and it got dreary and whatever. I live in a place now where, like, today is overcast, may even rain, but we're in the desert, so there's not a really good chance that it's going to do that. But I've noticed the weather change. I've been out here 10, 12 years now, or something like that. Noticed the weather has changed to where it used to get kind of chilly in the wintertime. Now it very seldom gets chilly at all. In the summertime it gets hotter than the sun. 117 ain't no big deal out here. But this is a miniature of that tree, of that tangelo. I didn't know what a tangelo was until I came out west here. My wife likes pretty purple, so hey, look, there's plenty of purple stuff. This one right here is a lemon tree, and it's also got one of those things on it. See it? But this is a tangelo tree that I bought I bought this at, and didn't grow it from seed. I bought this at Walmart, and it was like $6. That was like 7 years ago, maybe 8 years ago. And it was just a stick I stuck in the ground and whatever, walked around it, worked around it or whatever. And then one day I came out here and noticed that it not only had it grown, but it had one or two tangelos on it. Now it's got like 10, 12 of them on it, something like that. But I'm blessed, so I'm not stressed. Folks, if you're not blessed and you don't feel like you're stressed, and you feel like you're stressed, holler at me. We can solve that kind of problem, especially if money can, because all you got to do is something consistently, and believe it or not, you can be successful at it. The problem is most people give up just before they become successful. I figure it takes at least 3 to 5 years for somebody to become successful enough so they can stop doing whatever it is that they're doing and just show other people how to do it. And they can make a really nice six-figure income. But they have to start out at zero. Everybody does. Anybody that don't think that or whatever, you got it wrong. All right. Enjoy. Later, folks. This has been an interesting morning for me. Another lemon tree right here. This lemon tree was here when I got here, when I met my wife Rosemary. Okay. But it was struggling then and it's struggling now. But back then it's struggling and it wasn't making but one or two lemons. Well, now, since I feed everything at least 3 times a year, it's making a bunch of lemons, not very big, but each one of them tastes just like a lemon. And I'm blessed in so much that my grapefruit tree that I bought and planted here is making fruit this all the way, and it's in the shade, okay? That's why the fruit doesn't go bad on this grapefruit tree that's dwarfed. But on these other trees where they put the fruit out on the end, they tend to, if you don't pull them off, do something with them, eat them, turn them into jelly, jam, juice, whatever, they turn into, they get burnt spots on them because we are in the desert. So, folks, In a couple of days, is going to be a time when people are sitting around celebrating and getting together, and that they hadn't gotten together in the last few years, maybe even. Just remember, like I'm not trying to tell everybody to get a shot. I'm just saying, look, like if you want to be one of those people standing talking smack about, yeah, I didn't get it, and then I finally decided to get it, but then that was because grandma died or uncle died or somebody got sick or whatever. Don't wait for that to happen, okay? Get your shot. I want you to be around. The only way you can be around and watch your grandkids grow up is if you're alive. You stupid or something? Come on. Later, folks.